so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison. It is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Gonna run it. It's Owens. There he goes. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. And the Aggies in the hurry up.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on...
Could be an alley. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Aggies will have it 1st and 10.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly.
Into the secondary on the right. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down. And the Aggies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll give it to the back. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. In the red area, it's Morrow. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
Well, one of the reasons why it's hard to run against this defense is because of that guy right there. He's one of the best D tackles in the game, and he's got tremendous explosiveness, quicks. He's strong at the point of attack. He can shed blocks, and he completely...
Snags it, and he's open. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The option look. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie!
And how about the wheels for the QB? You could tell, man, he can roll, and they're going to use him. This is just the 1st drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here's Underwood. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Complete to the left. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They go to the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tap.
He's going to throw deep right side. Picked off inside the 20 and they snuff out the threat.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Using his legs, it's Owens. Breaks into the open. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
They'll give it to him again. Fighting off the defender. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll throw it. Finds his man. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it as we get a look at the numbers so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll try to power their way ahead. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On the option. Running. Got a little grass. Smashes through the tackle. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Aggies. Rolling into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Well, we knew coming into this game, they were going to try and get this receiver the football as many touches as possible in as many different ways as possible. And here you're seeing it on the option play. Great decision by the quarterback to pitch it out wide. There was nobody out there accounting for him, and he shows you the speed out in the open field for a long touchdown for this offense.
And he made the extra point without problem. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Motion from the wideout. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. to get to him as he throws. Working the middle, it's complete. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Michigan. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Takes the handoff. It's Owens. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Aggies want to crank the tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. After the laundry marked the field, 1st and 5 for this offense. They want to run it left here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Running it to the right. Here's a little room there. He's at the 20. Past the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper came on that 62-yard run to the house. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Leaves it with the back. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the...
Intercepted! A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
I'll tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Throwing Reed. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. Unloads to the wideout. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Going to try to get it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. But, guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk, and, man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. And it's 1st down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
Man, I was beating the fuck out of a nigga and I got kicked because I tried to join the fucking 40, bro. Damn. That shit crazy. They gonna kick a nigga for that shit? Thanks, bro. I see now. I was beating the shit out of a nigga, boy. Nah, for real. I'm beating the fuck out of a nigga, boy. I gave myself an L. Fuck it. Charge to the game. Charge to the game, bro.
check in with her now.
Miami's head coach told me before the game, he said this is a crucial game on the road against a quality opponent. It means so much. Not only the college football playoff rankings, strength of schedule, and everything that goes into a matchup like this. This is the biggest challenge so far in their season. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Brown. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
Running inside, it's Fletcher. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back.
Makes the grab and room to run.
Oh my God, this nigga here, bro.
And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Miami.
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, getting it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off with a touchdown pass.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
And we could have got another one. Yo, man, once you get behind more surgery, you get the fumbling that fucking ball, bro. You be tripping. It's all good. Come back.
Looking for space. It's Owens.
That nigga just
into the pile. Maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They feed him again. Sweet cut there. Got enough for the first. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
They're going to run it to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
Looking to scramble. On the move, he fires. Finds his man. It's Bussey. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. And the Aggies racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy. He's accurate, off schedule, and the defense now has to do a much better job keeping this guy contained, or they are going to get lit up just like that.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
Rides to the back. At the 20, he's got space. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Pitch to the corner. Going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie.
Instead of running the traditional option where the running back is the pitch man, nice job by the offense, getting creative, getting a way to get their speedster, a playmaker, a receiver the football in space, and he does the rest.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Couldn't find room.
Man, let's get it, man. Locate one, man. That's how he got. Locate one.
Right on top of it. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Hits that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they...
And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line. You know, the entire concept of the play-action fake is to slow down the rush. Didn't work.
No, they didn't bite on it, which was great defense. They didn't bite on it. They knew it wasn't a run. Played pass, continued to get to the quarterback and get the quarterback on the ground.
Oh, my God.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that one.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Dumps it to the back. He just missed the target on that one. Gotta put it on his body.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow. Allowed a touchdown in the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. At the 45 on his way. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Makes a man miss. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. He might want another play. On third down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. The throw to the outside is complete. Rutt got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's Brown to begin the drive. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got him penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Grab behind the line. It's Brown. Oh, he's got some space. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Brown. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical. Get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Finds his man. It's Lofton. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Canes are moving quickly down the field. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Might have a chance. He's at the 10. To the house. Touchdown, Canes!
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
Coming out with it, it's Craver. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. On the move. Turning it on. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. They'll try to run for it. Oh, better look out! They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. On the run, it's Morrow. Still on his feet at the 45. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Aggies! Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line, getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a one-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he caps things off with a scintillating 68-yard scoring run. Looking for blockers. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. They'll start on the ground with Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Right on the money. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Canes come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very under.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Snags it inside the 20. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Here comes the heat. They've got him. Great pressure on this defense. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Fires to the wideout. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane.
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
And he added the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Craver. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Reed. Oh, he wants it all. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. Just about set to get this second half underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half. There he goes. Got enough for the first. 10.
a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Quickly complete. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. They'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
Running inside, it's Brown. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
And this defense has got to be...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On the direct snap, it's Fletcher. Tried to power it ahead on 4th and 1, and this defense was up to the challenge, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up, they bowed up, and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Reed. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Now on the option. Finds a little space. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Using his legs, it's Edwards.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Here's Reed to throw. Got a man, it's Horton. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Trying to run, it's Morrow. And they're able to make the tackle.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. He wants to change this route. On the gun, on third down, it's Marcel Reed. Gets it out quickly. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. A first down run in the red zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. And this defense does it again. Back-to-back plays for nothing. It'll be third down.
And so how physical are you willing to be offensively at this point on third down coming up? Do you want to keep trying to run the football? I mean, you're right there at the goal line. How do you want to do it, though? You want to spread them out, maybe go zone read in the middle, give your quarterback the option to keep it? Or do you want to bring the big fellas in, go jumbo formation, and just try to impose your will?
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on third and short. But how about the defense? Everybody staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get us.
Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on fourth down. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! And that lead grows even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing, Mensah. Pressure coming. He wants a big play here late. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That's reeled in. It's Gilbert. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. Fires downfield. Connection to the right. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. The 20. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Throwing, Reed. Fires into the end zone. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to fire. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down, you've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, like, that changes the whole dynamic of this 2 minutes.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. You put it all on display on that side.
Mensah. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Reed. Oh, they're after him. Hit as he throws.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to serve.